Hey, what's up? You guys get my motorcycle?
No.
What happened?
Corey wouldn't buy it over $300. The guy was at $7,500 and Corey was stuck at $7,200.
Wait. What did I tell you guys to do?
Rick, I told him, buy the bike, your dad's gonna be pissed at you.
The bike was in perfect condition.
You tattletales, man. Honestly, no, dude, the deal wasn't right.
Pawn Stars has spent years making the Harrison family household names across America. Corey Big Hoss Harrison grew up in front of the cameras at his family's gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas, becoming one of the show's most recognizable faces. But lately, Corey's story has taken a dramatic and heartbreaking turn. After a serious motorcycle accident in Mexico left him with life-threatening injuries and a mountain of medical debt, he's turned to fans for financial help. Today, we're breaking down exactly what happened, where things stand now, and why a Pawn Stars favorite is begging fans for help from the hospital. Stick with us, but first, have you or someone you know ever dealt with an unexpected medical emergency while traveling abroad? Drop your story in the comments below. A Harrison family legacy.
What are you looking to get for it, man?
You know, I think it's worth about $2,500.
This guy's got to be kidding me. There is nothing I can do with this fake suit of armor.
Yeah, man, it wouldn't be for me at all, man. I mean, if it was old, I'd look at it, but other than having my guy there wear it in front of the store to drum up business or something, man, there's really nothing I can do with it.
But I mean, it would definitely be the coolest piece in your shop. You have to admit that.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I got a lot of cooler stuff than that.
Pawn Stars premiered on the History Channel in 2009 and quickly became one of the most watched cable shows in the country. The series followed Rick Harrison and his family as they ran the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop on Las Vegas Boulevard, navigating everything from Civil War relics to celebrity memorabilia. Corey, known on the show as Big Hoss, was there from day one, appearing alongside his father Rick, his grandfather Richard the Old Man Harrison, and Austin Chumley Russell, the longtime family friend who became a fan favorite in his own right. Corey's role on the show was a natural one. As Rick's eldest son, he had grown up around the shop and understood the business in a way that made him a credible presence on screen. Over the years, viewers watched him mature from a young guy learning the ropes to a more seasoned operator with real expertise. He was the next generation of the Harrison legacy, and fans responded warmly to that narrative. The show wasn't without its share of real-world grief, though. Rick's father, Richard Harrison, the beloved old man, passed away in 2018 at the age of 77. Then in 2024, Rick lost another son, Adam, who died at age 39. The family has faced genuine heartbreak beyond the entertainment world, and Corey's recent ordeal adds yet another difficult chapter to an already complicated story. The crash in Tulum.
Nowhere, I mean, I hear like his engine like, and that means like he's trying to push me, and we were about to turn, and because my bike has the handlebars like up here, so if I want, I don't have no mirrors, so if I want to look back, I gotta let go one of my arms and turn. So I did, and when I turned, his bike was on the floor, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I pull over like real fast, right away. And I got off the bike, and I was like, okay, he's gonna get up. We weren't going that fast. I mean, we were about to make a turn. And I was like, oh, the bike, he might be worried just about the bike. And when I look at him, he was like, on his side.
Earlier this year, Corey Harrison was in Tulum, Mexico, riding motorcycles with a group of friends, including a man named Valentino. It was supposed to be a recreational trip, the kind of getaway people take when they want a little adventure. What followed was anything but relaxing. According to Valentino, who later narrated the events in a video posted as part of a fundraising campaign, the group had been riding at speed past other motorists when Corey went down hard. The crash was sudden and severe. Some of the drivers they had passed moments earlier reportedly drove by the crash site and taunted the fallen Harrison rather than stopping to help. Valentino described the immediate aftermath in unsettling terms. Corey was bleeding from his mouth, nose, and head. He couldn't move and was struggling to breathe. Quote, when I looked back and I saw him on the road on his left side without moving. That was the scariest part. Okay, he's going to move, and he didn't, Valentino said. Even in that condition, Corey somehow asked for a cigarette. Valentino was incredulous. Corey wanted to know how his bike was holding up. His friend told him to forget the bike and focus on staying alive. The Medical Ordeal.
When I look at him, he was like snoring, like, and he was bleeding out of his mouth, out of his nose, and out of he's with a big fucking head hit, like he was bleeding. Fuck. All right. Well, he's gonna get back. He's gonna. I talked to him and he responded. So that means that he wasn't unconscious. So he was there.
What did you say to him?
Oh, hey man, what's up? Are you okay? You can you walk? Can you? Oh no, man. No. But he wasn't able to talk. He was just in pain, like so much pain, like.
Corey was rushed to a hospital in Playa del Carmen where the full scope of his injuries came into view. He had suffered 11 fractured ribs, a punctured lung, a concussion, and internal bleeding. Any one of those injuries would require serious medical attention. All of them together represented a life-threatening situation that needed immediate, sustained care. The GoFundMe organizer, Aaron Chambers, noted that medical emergencies in Mexico come with a financial reality that catches many travelers off guard. Costs escalate quickly, and payment is often required up front before treatment continues. It's a dynamic that can put even relatively comfortable people in an extremely difficult position very fast. Making matters worse, Corey decided to check himself out of the hospital early in an attempt to keep costs down. That decision backfired badly. Within days, he was back in intensive care at a different and less expensive facility after his oxygen level began dropping dangerously. He needed a morphine drip to manage the pain and underwent additional surgeries before he was stable enough to begin recovering. The crash also happened to occur shortly before his father, Rick Harrison's wedding, which Corey had to miss entirely. It's the kind of absence that no one plans for, and that adds an emotional weight to an already overwhelming situation. The GoFundMe and the financial reality.
His dad is saying that the 42-year-old's bills have already been paid. Rick tells Page 6, "As far as I know, I paid all of Corey's medical bills long before he put the GoFundMe out. He is a grown man in his 40s and is responsible for how he handles his finances."
When Corey spoke publicly about his situation, the numbers were striking. He said he owed approximately $120,000 in medical bills, and at the time of the interview, he had around $400 in his bank account. For someone who had spent years on one of cable television's most recognized franchises, that combination caught a lot of people off guard. Part of the context is that Corey is no longer a regular cast member on Pawn Stars. He still receives some residual income from his time on the show, but those payments are not enough to cover expenses at this scale. When asked what he was supposed to do about it, he was pretty candid. Quote, "What am I going to do? Fly out to Vegas and sell stuff? I can't move from my recliner," he told TMZ. A GoFundMe was set up with his full knowledge and blessing, with an initial goal of raising $18,000 towards the total bills. By early March, around $5,000 had come in. Corey expressed gratitude towards those who donated or offered kind words, while pushing back gently on those who questioned the effort. Quote, "Please, I'm asking nicely, don't kick a person when they are already down," he wrote in a post. He also made a promise. Once he's well enough to work again, Corey said he plans to donate to a children's hospital. That says something about where his head is at, even in the middle of a personal crisis. Public reaction and family response.
I think that's like a perfect example of like why you should not give your money to these like celebrities. I mean, it's one thing to watch a show and support, like that's cool. Buy some merch. Hey, I'm not mad at a dude. He got a Pawn Stars t-shirt. Like, I ain't mad at him. I was asking for, 18 bands on a GoFundMe after his dad saying he paid for his medical bills. Like, what are you doing? What are you buying, bro?
The GoFundMe drew a mixed response. Some fans donated quickly, moved by the severity of the injuries and the sincerity of the appeal. Others were skeptical, questioning whether someone from a successful television series truly needed the public's help with medical bills. It's a tension that follows almost every celebrity crowdfunding effort, and Corey's case was no different. Corey addressed the critics directly in his social media post, not so much asking for sympathy as asking people to hold off on judgment when they don't have the full picture. The financial realities of reality television are often less glamorous than they appear, and for someone who's no longer actively filming, income streams can dry up faster than most outside observers assume. Rick Harrison's public response was brief and measured. In a statement to TMZ, Rick said, quote, "Corey is a grown man and he will deal with his life as he sees fit." It's a short statement that can be read multiple ways. It doesn't offer direct financial support, nor does it criticize the campaign. It simply steps back and gives Corey the space to handle his own situation. Whether the GoFundMe ultimately covers the bills or falls short, the story of what happened in Tulum has put a spotlight on the gap between being a familiar television face and having the financial security that many assume comes with it. Now it's time to hear from you. Rick Harrison kept his response to his son's situation pretty short and to the point. Do you think he should have said more? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.